Welcome. In this video, we're going to do an unboxing of Shattered Dreams, a small box expansion for AEONS End. And down at the table, I'll go ahead and take the shrink wrap off here. Get my first look inside this expansion. So as typical, this is for 1 to 4 players, about 60 minutes, 14 ages and up. This is an expansion. You still need the base game, whether it's AEONS End, War Eternal, Legacy, or the New Age. So the Shattered Dreams expansion. Even the sky above New Gravehold is not safe. Dark crystals of blue onyx have been spreading like a plague, the dread screams of a flying nameless who encases its foes alive. Luckily, a breached scientist who lost his grip on time itself may have unlocked something more powerful than ever before. This expansion has 1 new Nemesis, 1 new Breach Mage, as well as new gems, relic spells, treasures, and minions. So inside, see, we've got plenty of new cards. The Wailing is our new Nemesis, a bat-like creature. Hit points of 50, unleash ability to player with a target. Token gains 2 cracked onyx. The player passes a target token to the player on their left. And for increased difficulty, when Shatter resolves, add 1 less power token to it. Cost players an additional 1 ether to force the Wailing to lose a Nemesis token. Additional rolls during any player's main phase, a player may spend 7 ether to force the Wailing to lose a Nemesis token. If you're playing solo with 1 mage, it costs 2 less to force the Wailing to lose a Nemesis token. And when a player would gain a cracked onyx, that supply pile is empty, that player suffers 1 damage instead. So for difficulty, this is a 6. For setup, add an additional supply pile consisting of 20 cracked onyx. Give player 1 the target token. Place into play the version of Shatter that corresponds to your player count as indicated on the bottom of Shatter. And the Wailing gains 1 Nemesis token. And of course some additional flavor text. And we've got some additional power tokens and the target token. Fairly thick cardboard there. The new target token. And then additional power tokens. And of course we've got a nice card divider for keeping our Nemesis cards well organized. Our new Breach Mage is Nook. First thing I'm noticing is his breaches look to be missing from 1, 2, and 4. Just 1, number 3 there. He has some Mystic Orbs. Condensed Ether, his ability, once he gets 5 charges put in play, you may destroy a card in your hand or discard pile. Gain 4 ether. You may place the next spell you gain this turn into your hand. Complexity rating is a 9. And then all of his flavor text. So then we can start looking at some cards. Got all our cards separated here. For Nook, his unique cards are the Mystic Orb. Gain 1 charge. Cast a spell in your hand. Return that spell to its supply pile if able. You may lose 1 charge to gain a spell from any supply pile that costs less than the cast spell. Got 2 of those. Then all of our new cards for the supply. We have Live a Night. Gem, cost of 3. Gain 2 ether or deal 1 damage to a minion. Then we have some Cash Glass. Gem, cost of 4, gain 2 ether. There is a cash glass in your discard pile. You may destroy a card in your discard pile. Some Reflective Conduit, a relic, cost of 3. Attach this to any player's breach. When a spell is cast from this breach, the player who casts that spell may return it to their hand instead of discarding it. If they do, discard this. We have the Will Weaver, a relic, cost of 7, gain 2 charges. After the next time you activate your ability this turn, deal 3 damage. Spell, the Breach Seeker, cost of 5. The Echo ability, which means you do the cast twice. Deal 1 damage, focus any ally's breach. Another spell, the Crescendo Ray, cost of 4. Cast, deal 3 damage, gain 1 ether for each other spell you have prepped. Storm Vapors, cost of 4. Cast, deal 3 damage. If there's another Storm Vapors in any player's discard pile, focus any player's breach. Another spell of cost of 3, Mantra of Strength. Cast, any player focuses their closed breach with the highest focus cost. Deal 1 damage. You may destroy this. If you do, deal 2 additional damage. Embody Flame, spell cost of 7. Cast, deal 5 damage. You may destroy a card in this card supply pile. If you do, deal 3 additional damage. Snap Ritual, spell a cost of 6. While prepped once per turn during your main phase, you may discard a card in hand to deal 2 damage. Cast, deal 3 damage. Some of those seem really good. Then, of course, we have randomizers for each of those cards. And then we have randomizers for the Wailing and our Mage. Then we break into our level 3, level 2, and level 1 treasures. So here we have gain 1 ether or gain 2 that can only be used to gain a card. Place the next card you gain this turn on top of any ally's discard pile. And then on this one, gain an ether. Any ally may suffer 1 damage. If they do, they destroy a card in hand. For level 2, we've got a Fractured Shell. At the start of the game, set this next to a supply pile that costs 4 ether or more. When a player gains a card from that supply, that player gains a charge. Then we have 2 level 3s. The Seer's Bracer. Once per turn during your main phase, when you gain a charge, any ally draws a card. Then an Extra Dimensional Lens. Once per turn during your main phase, you may reveal the top 3 cards of the Nemesis deck, return them in any order. Then we have a stack of Nemesis cards. I'll just go through these pretty quickly and let you read them if you so desire. They've got the Cracked Onyx. So this is going to be a large supply pile we've got. Then we have some Shatter cards, which is going to be a separate stack for us. Then we have 3 of each level. I believe 3 level 1s, 3 level 2s, and 3 level 3s for the remainder of the Nemesis. So Accelerate, Onyx Flood, Ghostly Stalker, Barrage, Sonic Skin Wing, Magma Skin Wing, Nullify, Shrapnel Skin Wing, and Arc of Destruction. And that is everything in the Shattered Dreams expansion for AEONS End. As always, I hope you enjoyed this unboxing, so please click on the like button below and be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.